Alright, so we're here today to fix this broken mess. The trailer's about 5 years old. Not yet. In August it will be. So we needed to replace this part. And there was a manufacturer on there. So I contacted them, and they actually were very helpful. I don't remember the gal's name, but I guess the deal is you have to get the right, whatever this piece is called. And there's like 3 or 4 different varieties, so they sent me this one. And this is the upgraded version that I guess has better UV protection, so we're going to be putting that vent on that camper, trailer, whatever you want to call it.
Are you going to clean up the mirror and inside and just want to stand on and go before you're going to do? Why are you looking at me? Are you going to clean up the mirror and inside and just want to stand on and go before you're going to do? Why are you looking at me?
Gotta take off this trim ring, probably the screen, this deal, and then we can kind of maybe get up there and take a look. I might have to get my ladder out and try and do this from the outside, but I think the first thing we need to do is take these Torx screws off. So, is that like a 15 or a 20? Oh, it ain't a 20. And 15 is too small. Beautiful. So we got to figure that piece out. Alright, so found something very interesting. If you take a number 2 square drive, it fits in these odd sized Torx bits very easily. So rather than trying to figure out what Torx size it is, because I don't have any in-between sizes, I just have, 10, 15, 20, 25, etc. We're just going to do this. So there's your first tip. I'm going to take this beauty ring off and we'll see what the next step might be. Alright, we got the beauty ring or trim ring off. Now we're going to take these off, which will give us access to the top. Got that off. Let's see if I can get this. Alright, so got to get this off somehow, but looks like we got to take this out, because when you crank it won't go all the way to here, which it's kind of stupid in my opinion, but take this guy out, and yeah, that it came out just nice and easy. So I think the next step is we need to go up on the roof and take a look to see how we get the vent off itself. Yeah, so the clips look the same, don't they? Yep. Alright, so the trick was we had a tall guy on a short ladder outside to hand me this, and then basically what you do is you have it in, you can probably not even see that, almost all the way open, and then we just kind of felt and slid it on, and yeah, I think we got a great fit now, so let's start putting stuff back together. Alright, so this was pretty easy. Just slide that bad boy up in there and then depress this so you can get it past the big hole into the channel, and then we're just going to screw this into place and work the rest of it up, and that should be pretty much done. Alright, that was a bit of fun. It seems to be working okay. The one thing too that I notice is with the new one on, the first couple of times I did, yeah, see, you can kind of tell it's really tight, and I think it needs just, it's this piece rubbing on here, it just needs to be wore off a little bit, because if you look, look at the track on this one, you can see that there's wear marks up there. So there'll be some wear, and eventually it'll be smooth sailing. Alright, everything's back together. Yep, it's still a little tight. A couple more times up and down and we'll be good. Yeah, for the most part, worked out really well. Pretty easy. Yeah, I just need to clean up the blood. Apparently, I didn't feel that I was bleeding. Those of you that work on vehicles and stuff all the time, you know what I'm talking about. Gotta clean the blood up now before somebody thinks it's a crime scene in here. Yeah, it looks pretty good.